Hello, welcome back to my channel. For you who are new, I'm John, founder of VSHR Group and CIO as well too. So here we go. In my life, I have interviewed thousands of candidates for my job, for my career, for my VSHR Group as well. And I've also been interviewed by so many people too. So after doing such an amount of interviewing and interviewer experience, in this video, I'm going to give you total 6 type of people you should never hire when you find them in interview, because I'm sure that you're going to keep seeing them around because they're always around there. And there's a lot of them I was not really sure that I should hire or not during my journey. But after come to this present situation, I have come to a point that this is the 6th candidate I will never hire, unless in the future I have to unlearn it and learn in a new aspect. So maybe I add more. And this I will happy to make a new video on that aspect. But right now, with the present exposure of thousands of interviews, I've come to a conclusion that these are the 6 candidates you should never hire. And if you are a hiring person, I will suggest you to strongly consider these 6 candidates not to hire. Understand that if you are also saying and you are also joining interview, that if you find yourself in one of the 6, change. Because if you don't change, there's a lot of people like me will not be hiring you. You want that right? Because you want to improve yourself. So let's get the 6 tips and become a great interviewers, so you don't have to recruit the same people. And the people who are interviewing, if you find any one of them, if 6 inside of you or multiple of them, change. So you could be a great employable person too. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give a big hand to them?
Number 1, outdated LinkedIn profile. Like me, I actually hardly look at the CV of a particular candidate. It's about most of the time when I'm interviewing for VSHR Group, I always look at the LinkedIn profile. I hardly tell them to bring the CV. I never ask them to print out any printed CV actually. It's a waste of paper, and then just spending 10 minutes with throwing out the paper, and it doesn't make any sense. So where we already have a LinkedIn profile and how updated they are. I mean, it doesn't mean that somebody have to tweet it every post something in every minute, but how updated the profile is. All the experience are already been there. Is it all the profile is there? Because somebody is not putting the right profile picture in a LinkedIn profile, which is already professional network, means somebody has something to hide about themselves. Why? Where is the insecurity coming from? The same with the job experience they have, and these are not all the job experience they have included here as well too. Why? Is there something wrong? It's a smoke sign. And then all the education backgrounds they have done, why they have not added all of them in the LinkedIn profile compared to the CV? So that's a great understanding for me to figure out that why. So I normally would like to put a red flag when I see somebody has an out-of-date LinkedIn profile, doesn't have, and probably sometimes never post as well too. That could be another level of flag for me to see that, oh, it was yellow, but now it turned into more close to orange to red, something like this. So outer LinkedIn profile, always a red flag for me to hiring someone in my team or even in VSHR Group. Number 2, unaware about the company. So every time I do is make sure that everybody, when I interviewing someone or in VSHR Group, I train all the managers to make sure that they send out the details of the company, our company, or the company they're coming to work. And always there's a question about what do you know about our company, or why do you want to join our team? So this is one of the 2 key aspects I always love to ask in any kind of interviews. And if somebody does giving a good answer, I mean, a quite vague answer because they have not studied anything about the company, they just come over. So that clearly shows that those candidates actually don't know what game they're in and what they really want to do in their career. And even they're so much drifted in career and life. So they don't even probably going to add a great value of my team, because there is a goal, there is a mission of my team, and everybody need to work together. Everybody need to work together. Everybody need to help each other. Everybody look at the big targets and drive that forward. Because as a team, what we're doing as a VSHR Group, or in my career as a CIO or Director of Transformation, digital transformation, what do? We make things happen. We don't wait for things to happen to us. So the people who even don't know what is the company they're coming to interview, so that means they are very reactive people. They're waiting for things to happen on them. And that's not a good people who can work with me, or in my culture, because we need the people who are going to work together. We're going to make things happen. We're not going to wait things to happen to us. We're going to make things happen. And so that's another red flag for me, is about I will never hire the people who actually don't know anything about the company. And when we're asking them when you want to join our team, they give us a very vague answer because they have not spent any time to read, or even they was too lazy about it. So that could be even another flag as well too. Number 3, inappropriate content in the social media. If somebody has a terrible personal branding and they don't understand what kind of content they like to put on social media, in terms of crazy dancing in the bar or partying somewhere, exposing themselves in a different way, bringing such kind of people will be always going against the brand of the company, because as an employer branding, always a big aspect, and every people hold that employer branding out there when they're coming to join my team. So if somebody I see that have a terrible personal brand, have sense about what kind of content they want to put on, probably I would say that this is not the way I want to have them in my company, because I worked on reputed industries. I work on workforce transformation. I work for digital transformation. I work on IT as CIO. So I need people who are well organized and they know what kind of information they should share, what kind of information they shouldn't share. I'm not telling them to filter out there. I always tell them, be disciplined. If you are in a career or an entrepreneur, you gotta be disciplined. But you want to have some fun sometime, which is fine. Go ahead and have fun. But it doesn't mean that you have to be so crazy, and which you are proud of it, that the crazy time you have, and your social media is all about that. That is not a great impression. So this is the candidate I would like to avoid as well too. I'm not talking about that. Look, if you are done some heavy, crazy fun thing, keep it between you and your closed one, not exposing to the whole of the world, saying that how crazy you are. That doesn't make any sense. And so this is the candidate I will not hire, who has a poor personal brand with terrible, unprofessional contents in the social media. Number 4, the zero energy level. The people who walk in front of the interview, right? They're just coming from there and walk in, and then you can feel the energy that this person, the way they shake, the way they smile, the way they talk, the voice, it's matter a lot. I mean, the person who maybe have a lot of experience but don't have a good energy, and there must be a reason for that. Number 1, maybe they are not motivated to improve themselves. Number 2, maybe they are not excited to join this role. So why should I hire that person if they're not willing to do the thing? Because they will have a lot of exciting challenges and they need to be excited enough to handle those challenges. Number 3 is about somebody had a poor, undisciplined lifestyle, so their energy management is really bad. So I don't need people who are already dead, zombies. I don't need zombies, because we're talking about going and attack the problem and want to make the change happens too. So having somebody great energy is a matter a lot. I want to tell you on this one. So recently I was recruiting one business development manager. He has 20 years of experience in sales. He's quite old in that one. He is not a complete match on the rip. He never worked on that particular industry. He was always working in other industries. But still, one of the key things influenced me to have him selected for the role is about his energy level. Yes, he did other kind of related job, which was also matter. His experience, and he talked the way he wants to show the can-do attitudes. But one of the things that really attracted is about the energy level, the way he come, the way the confidence you come in, the way you pitch the solution, the way he's talking about the problem, the way you prepare the presentation. Presentation is not the best. His presentation has a lot of holes, which is fine. But if you don't have the energy to improve yourself, how can you improve and get it done? So that is the way I was really liked about him, is about he was showing that energy, and finally he got the job. And I was felt like even he's probably not the best candidate on that aspect, but his energy level just surpassed everyone. So I will never hire somebody who has a low poor energy level. So if you're hiring, get the people who have great energy. At the same time, if you are looking for jobs, and if you see that your energy level is poor, find a way why you have energy level lower. Maybe your environment, maybe your foods, maybe your energy management, and also your attitudes about life. If you could adjust these 4, you can actually fix the energy level about your life too. This is the success booster cut time. So question of the day, what is your key takeaway of this video so far? Go ahead and comment below the answer. We'll love to see what is the key takeaway. Science said that when you take up a key takeaway and note it down somewhere, you had a 35% chance to be actually doing it in your life to make it value out of it, which is amazing, right? But hang on, 35% is not enough. You need more, and this is the way I'm going to tell you how you can really make it happen. When you make a set of action, a plan that you goes to from 35 to 91%, you can really make it happen in your life. So here we go. So from the key takeaway, what is the key action plan you're going to take, which is you learn from the video to your life, make a plan and commit it in publicly and commit into it. And that's what's going to make sure that you got 91% read that is going to really happen to you. You will be able to make it happen and become successfully achieve your goal. And here's the last possible hack. When you announce something, a plan publicly, your 91% goes to 94% to really make it happen in the real life. So go ahead and comment below your plan in the video sections. We would love to see your plan, and we are 100% reply every comments in our channel. So we're going to see your plan, we're going to comment it, we're going to give you a feedback, and we're going to consult you to help you to make your plan to a reality. And that can go to up to 100% reality happens to your life. And that's how you get your action, key takeaway to action plan to success to your life. And you know what? We're also sitting down here to help you and celebrate your success with you. So what are you waiting for? Let's go back to the video, finish it, and we're looking forward to see your action plan. And let's make it happen to your life, because you can do that, right? All the best. Don't forget to make your plan, okay? Don't forget to make your plan. See you soon. Number 5, the complainers I will never hire. So this complainer are all about, you bring them forward, you ask them probably, why do you want to change the job? And they start complaining about everything about their companies, their cultures, their managers, their employers, their hiring process, their firing process, everything they start to bring in as a complainer. So basically, if I hire them into the team, so they will be actually the focus about bringing complaint. I need people who actually can solve the complaint. That's basically it. Like an example, so when somebody met the complainer, I always ask them, what did you really do to improve anything of your company? So if somebody coming on my table and talking a lot of complaining about their previous employer, which is fine, I'm not scared about that one, but what things I really care about, okay, being a manager, you was a manager, you were an executive there, what did you really do to improve those pain points as an employee you see? How many times did you raise the voice? How many times did you take any actions? How did you treat your people as a manager? I love asking these people, and most of the time I see the poor answers, unprepared, and most of the time it's just a long blank space. It means they're just producing an answer in their brain, not evidence based, but for debating based to show that they are really good, but they're not. I mean, if they are really passionate about it, what they have done, it should be on the top of their mind. They should be speaking immediately. So I always avoid complainers. So if you're a complainer, change yourself, because if you always love complaining, you have so less time to actually fixing things, and your expertise and your life, happiness and process depends how much you take action to solve problems rather than just keep complaining about it. At the same time, if you're hiring people, focus about who actually complaining a lot, avoid them, and you will see that one. You will have a lot more positive people, and then you have a mindset to work on your problems rather than work on your complaints, and you become one of the complainers. So don't surround yourself with complainers, then you know the day you'll become one of them, because that's the law of attraction, right? Number 6, the latecomers. Well, this is something I was quite confused before, and I was not really thinking about people can be late 2-3 minutes. Yeah, I still think that 1-2 minutes late is fine, but if somebody is late already more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, how can you depend on such kind of people in an executive level? You need people to be on time, because the interview rounds is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. I know it's kind of exhausting. Everybody goes through that process, but being on time is such an important aspect so it shows that how you can manage your time. Well, you probably have been called for an interview to go to another CEO's or board of directors' houses, and you don't know anything about that houses, and that's just a real reason. That's fine. Anybody understand? Like if somebody invited somebody to my home area to interview for the final round to discuss parkour aspects, and they don't know the area and they're coming from far, which is fine. But if in an office environment, I invited someone for interviews and they're coming 10-15 minutes late, and that shows that they're unprepared. So that means even the job interview, they want to get into a team and they're so unprepared. So when I hire them, they will be unprepared. Almost all the meetings we'll be doing, all the projects they will be running through. And I need people to be well prepared and shows that they can really do the things. And that's why I don't hire this people. But however, this is probably the last one. That's why it's my number 6 in my right? So I really want to show a lot of empathy of people. Like if you are a latecomer on your meetings, think about improving your time management skill. Use different kind of mobile apps, use different calendar, and turn on your notifications to try to find a way to notify yourself that, hey, what is the appointment? What is the meeting you got on the day? So you don't keep getting late on your meeting, because becoming late is a poor personal branding for you as well too. And it always brings you to a situation where you're underprepared and you hustle. But the amount of hustling and extra stress you are taking, it's not really good for you to do all the things you need to do. So if you're hiring latecomers, it's a red flag. And if you are an interviewer and if you love being late, use the apps, use the calendar, manage your time, stick around you if you have a great appointment. If it's a job interview, stick around and talk to your partners, lovers, to help them, to make them help you to manage your time management skill. And that will be really great for you, because I do a lot of things and every day try to be more productive. So I continuously pay a strong attention to what is really important for me on the day, and that need to be top notch. That need to be on time. Otherwise, it will be creating issues for other people's and for my result I'm trying to create on the top important thing of the day. So here you go. In this video, I give you total 6 steps, and this is the 6 candidates you should never hire if you're hiring. And if you are an interviewee, and if you have any of them or multiple of them, please work on them, solve them out, put them out of you. And if you see the job, getting a job will be much easier, because these are the things that make you so unemployable, and that's why probably you're not moving forward in your career, not getting the next job you're looking for. So let's get it fixed. If you have any questions or if you have any problem you're facing about hiring people or getting a job interview, go ahead and comment below. I would love to give you an advice. In our channel, we give 100% response to every questions, any request of advices, we give it to them. So if you put there, definitely myself and my team going to give you an advice too. So here you go. You are professionals. You want to be successful, take your career forward. You want to go to the next level. I give you how you can make yourself more employable by using the 6 tips. And at the same time, if you're a manager, you want to have the A player joining your team. So avoid these six type of candidates. That will one of the things going to make sure that you always getting the better candidate through interview process. And let's go become successful in your role. All the best.